Hi, sorry for the sudden interruption of the previous lesson. The thing is that these files cannot last more than 15 minutes, and I was not aware of the timing when I spoke before. This lesson will be a bit shorter, I'm afraid. Anyway, this is the last slide we worked on. First person narrator, which is the main character of the story, as in Defoe and Swift, who are the novelists who matter to us because we will work on this too. And then we also may find a third person narrator in other novels who is of course omniscient because external from the plot, from the story, and obtrusive because he has to set the barrier between good and evil. What is the setting like? Speaking about time setting, we have a chronological sequence of events. So, actions and events follow each other. So there is a kind of perfect correspondence between, you remember, story and plot. There are many references to particular times of the year or of the day. Robinson Crusoe, for example, starts saying, I was born in the year 1632 in the city of York, because the novels are detailed and all the details aim to realism. So being precise about time and space makes realism easier to reach. There are specific references to the names of the countries, towns and streets. Everything is very, very realistic. And also there are detailed descriptions of the interiors to make the narrative more realistic. So remember, the details and realism. What are the themes of the middle class novels? We have already spoken about them. Real life, because the middle class reader wants to hear about real life or what the author tells him real life is. Everything which could alter a social status and how the main character may fight and through his efforts to recover the social status. And also at the end of the novel a sense of reward and punishment. The good is rewarded and the bad is punished. And this sense of reward and punishment is linked to the Puritan ethics of the middle classes. Types of novels. Daniel Defoe, the realistic novel. Robinson Crusoe, which deals with realistic descriptions of time and space aimed to celebrate the power, the importance of the English middle classes. Then Samuel Richardson with the epistolary sentimental novel, Pamela, which is based on letters exchanged between different characters, so with no narrator and with a multiple point of view. Henry Fielding with the mock epic novel Tom Jones, where a young hero escapes his misfortunes thanks to his wit, to his cleverness, to his intelligence. Jonathan Swift, the satirical novel Gulliver's Travels, where we see imaginary nations and peoples employed by the author to satirize English society. And last but not least, Lawrence Sterne with the entire novel Tristram Shandy, which represented the disorder of the human mind. Just to tell you the greatness of this century, an author like Lawrence Sterne influenced some big, great authors of the 20th century. What are the narrative techniques of the different writers? The first person narrator was used by Daniel Defoe, Samuel Richardson, and Jonathan Swift. The third person narrator was used by Henry Fielding, and this is the pattern used by the single author. Fictional autobiographies, which seemed true, realistic and true. Letters in Samuel Richardson, letters exchanged between the main characters, which seemed true, like all letters do. Henry Fielding with a mock epic style, and Jonathan Swift with a satirical autobiography. Also here in Jonathan Swift, the first person narration makes everything terribly true. Now, this last slide will be kept for the end of our course, when, after working on Defoe and Swift, we will be able to compare the two authors and see the similarities and the differences. Now it is too early. So now I may say goodbye to Wednesday, and during today I will write on the agenda of the Registro Elettronico. I will write the homework for next Wednesday. Now, it's up to you to do it. Use your cleverness and understand that this is a new way, a different way to do school. Get the chance, use it at your best. Even because at the end of this module, we will have a class test. Okay, I'll see you on Wednesday.